Line drive to right.
Takes a three.
Touchdown 49ers. Curry! The back-to-back MVP, Stephen Curry, joins us on KNBR. Bob Fitzgerald, Rod Brooks, and all the interviews, all the adulation, all the honors. But even you were like 39 guys have won back-to-back MVPs, only 11 in the NBA. I know it won't sink in for a while, but multiple trophies. Both your daughters are holding all of them during the photos. I mean, today's got to be just one of those something else type of days.
It was a whirlwind for sure. Last year was kind of chaotic just because I'd never been through this process before, and it's all obviously a first time. But this year I was able to kind of just enjoy the day, appreciate all that's happened in the last 2 years, be able to share that with my family, teammates, coaches, and kind of just look back of what's happened and look forward, hopefully, to finishing off the job with 9 more wins in this playoff run.
You listen to the show. You know how we goof around. We like to come up with rapper names.
We got one for you.
We got one for you. Unanimous.
Oh,
there's only one.
That is unique, too. I like that.
Go back to last night. When did you know?
I think the 3 I hit in front of Portland's bench. My brother was in the stands, and we were kind of talking or mouthing at each other during the game. I was telling him how rusty I was. I did nothing that felt right. And then I made a shot, I think, earlier than that, and he kind of looks like it won't take long for you to get your rhythm back. And then after I made that shot, I looked up at him and was like, yeah, you're right. It won't take long. Let's go. And kind of went from there. So it obviously helps to see one go down at any point in the game. Haven't missed 2 weeks and some change. But that was a crazy ending that I'm glad I had enough in the tank for.
To silence a gym and then drain it, make people leave. Tell people what that's like. Because we could see how excited you were and what it meant to you and to the team. But to make 20,000 people go quiet, except for a few, and then drain the building, what is that like?
I think that's no disrespect to Oracle Arena and all of Dub Nation. We love their energy and getting wins at home and having those kind of moments. But, especially in the playoffs when you know how much is riding on each possession and each win-loss, and the moment down the stretch of games when you can find a way to get it done and be able to celebrate with just, your 14, 15 guys on the bench and your coaching staff and the scattered applause of Warrior fans in a road arena. That's an unbelievable moment. So the hardest thing I think to do in the NBA is to win a road playoff game at any point. First round, second round, in the finals. So those are cool moments.
We're talking to the back-to-back MVP on KNBR, Stephen Curry with us, Bob Fitzgerald, Rod Brooks. And let's be honest, because we keep it real and we keep it right on the show. You missed the last shot regulation to show off in overtime. Wasn't that right? That's what you did it, right?
If you knew me and how tired I was so upset that I missed that shot because I was ready to go back and get some ice on it immediately. And thankfully, Coach Kerr stuck with me. It was a great coaching decision.
Well, he's coach of the year.
Down the last 5 minutes. I was way over my limit, my minute limit, so that was good.
I'm going to blow your mind here, though. 17 in overtime, never been done by anybody, regular season or overtime. When you get 17 in 5 minutes, in a 48-minute game, that would be a 163-point game.
That'd be a record.
Okay? Now, Wilt had 100, but 163 in a game would be absurd. So 17 in 5 minutes, like Rod said, silencing, winning on the road. But where is that I'm over my minute limit, I'm trusting my knee, I am insanely hot, we need to win this game. You know your body better than anybody. Did you push it and say it's still there and I can keep going? Because I know Steve went to you and said, hey, talk to me. Where are you? How are you? And you got to be honest because sometimes you lie about that stuff.
Yeah.
So, where were you physically?
I felt it, but I had a conversation with him all game and with our athletic training staff that as long as it wasn't getting worse and I could breathe out there and control my body, that I could go. If we were pushing 40 or so minutes, then the decision might have been out of my hands. But, there's a certain point of soreness and kind of discomfort that you can deal with and know that if I make a move, my knee's going to hold up. You might have to pay for it the next day, which I am today, but it's not in that moment, any NBA player tell you when you're out there on the floor in a playoff game, you got to give it what you got. And I think that was the kind of the situation and the read that we made.
You talked today about what makes you go, what makes you tick, who makes you go, your faith, your family, your teammates, and a personal desire to get better. But you mentioned something during the speech today about the offseason and some of the things that were said. I'm not looking for you to put anybody on blast.
I am. But blast whoever you want. Go right ahead.
But it's obvious. You heard what was said. You saw that the other players gave James Harden their version of the MVP. Take us through hearing that, internalizing that, and then using it to get yourself better and go for 73 wins and the numbers you put up this season.
Yeah, it was it's almost like when you go to a gas station and they tell you don't do the tipping at the end when you try to even up the number. My tank was full of motivation already, but there was an extra couple pumps just to keep the fire fresh. So it was I looked at myself in the mirror, and I know my teammates, we had the conversation after we won the championship that we all can get better individually, we can get better as a team, and we can that feeling on the podium was so good that we want to try to go after it again. And everybody took the responsibility and the accountability to do what they need to do in the off season. And I wanted to come back a better player, do the things that I did well last year even better, become more efficient, and work harder than I think I ever have on my body and my game to get ready for this season. So it was a fun summer in that regard because you obviously have a great feeling coming off the championship, and then you're looking forward to getting back and trying it again. So I enjoyed that, and hopefully I'll have even more fire this summer.
All right, so we have this with the Warriors. Rick Welch started it. We all kind of do it. We get asked all the time, is Steph Curry as good as he seems? And we say no, he's better. And my week for better is Miami, Orlando, OKC. You end up playing Augusta after beating Atlanta, which was nice. Then you meet with a child that has a terminal brain tumor and get a wristband on that road trip. And everybody else is crying like pregame while you're watching it. And you're with the kid in pregame and with the team and the whole bit. And then you go for 42 against Miami, 51 against Orlando, 46 against OKC with the 40-footer to win it. I don't care how many weeks you have ever going forward. That's one of the amazing weeks that I say, no. Steph Curry, is he as good as he seems? He's better. Do you ever put your feet up and think of that week? That was emotionally your play, going to Augusta, do that road trip. I'm telling you, man, that there's a week in your life that to me is historic.
I do. It's, coming off of the All-Star break and getting back into the flow of things, we knew that road trip was going to be a huge contributing factor to chasing the record down the stretch. So that was always in the back of our heads. But you know how much I love golf. It's kind of trivial when you talk about the kid with cancer and having that moment with him in Miami and his family to bring him into the locker room. He walked around, handed out his wristbands to all the teammates.
And you kept wearing yours.
I wore mine for about 3 weeks after. So, it's just one of those special moments. Like I talked about, basketball has opened a lot of doors to meet, great people like yourselves, to, impact not only here community in the Bay Area, but people that I don't even know, people that I come in contact with along the way. And you just appreciate those moments because, this career is short and you want to have as much impact as you can by being yourself. And I think that's kind of what drives me to stay focused on those moments and just enjoy them.
My mother lives on the south side of Houston, Texas.
Okay.
And what she said to me since I can remember is good things happen to good people. And every time I see an example of that coming true, I think of her. You're my mother's favorite basketball player. You're a good man, Stephen Curry.
Thank you very much.
Very
I appreciate
good man.
it.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much, fellas.
We'd let you go with this one. It dropped today. There's a commercial of video game Steph Curry watching real Steph Curry. And video game Steph Curry is sad because he's not as good as real Steph Curry.
Can't get 17 in 5 minutes.
It is one of the funniest commercials I've seen, and it's out right now. Just a moment on the craziness. Give people a window into the photo shoots and commercials and things. We get to see behind the scenes a couple minutes ago with Riley and Ryan and Aisha. And there's the dad, Steph Curry. Your mom and dad are here. There's the son, Steph Curry. Seth is here. There's the brother, Steph Curry. There's the teammate, Steph Curry. I don't think people realize how much the media, the fame, the endorsements, they all grab at Steph Curry. And it takes a little out of you, every, couple days. What's that like to deal with? Because that has exploded to something that I don't think normal human beings can even handle.
It's fun because it's stuff that I like to do and I want to do. I have a huge platform, obviously, and there's a lot of good that comes out of those things. It is a learning experience of how to, manage your time on and off the court. I got a lot of great people that help me make those decisions and help, control the schedule, if you will, of the best that we can. It does seem to creep up, and things are happening every single day. All the while I'm trying to be the best basketball player I can be the best dad I can be, the best husband. But it's all a work in progress, and it's all a learning experience. And I would never tell you I'm perfect in any of those areas, but I always try to do the best I can, keep getting better, keep learning, and as long as I have those good intentions, I think things will work out.
You might not be perfect, but you are unanimous. So when that mixtape drops,
little unanimous.
Except I just put you in my context, but I did the U apostrophe,
yeah,
so like you
unanimous.
So just get that done. Thanks, Steph. We appreciate it. That is the back-to-back MVP, the one and only Stephen Curry on KNBR 680, the sports leader.